right? And I guarantee afterwards, you're gonna go on a run, okay? So social benefits is more events. Okay, so a lot of us, like, you just are in the weightlifting game. What events can you go to? You could do powerlifting, you can do a bodybuilding competition, but can you do it all? What do we mean by more events? Okay, if you get sufficient enough at running, you can run marathons. A marathon has like over 100 plus people there. Okay, I recently ran like the, what's it called? Pikes Peak Marathon, and I also ran the Chicago Half Marathon. You meet people through these events, people who are into fitness. If you're watching this channel, that's probably what you're into, right? So more. Okay, and then you get sufficient enough, you can run ultra marathons. And everybody who's watching this video can do that. You can run ultra marathon. Anybody can. You know, you just gotta train for it, then boom, bada bang, right? So not only marathons, but high rocks. A whole new avenue of fitness, high rocks. Me personally, I would get wiped in high rocks. I want to do one, but I haven't trained for it yet. So, but I got the belief though that I can do one. That's the difference. So, high rocks events. You can meet people there. CrossFit, kind of out of style now. I think it's pretty cool. Some people don't like it, probably because of the pull-ups. But hey, you can meet people there. Calisthenics, so calisthenics parks. You know, some days when weightlifting gets boring, because it does, and that's another reason weightlifting gets boring, bodybuilding gets boring. If you just lift weights, it's boring. We're gonna get into that when we talk about the mental side of it, okay? But yeah, some days I go to the calisthenics park. May meet some people at the calisthenics park. You know, may meet some honey dips at the marathons too, cardio bunnies. The point is, right, you're going to the gym, you're going to marathons, you're going to high rocks events, you're going to calisthenics park. You are going to maximize your social circle or your friends who are also fit, who also enjoy the same hobbies as you, right? Instead of you're just going to the gym. Only social hour is the gym. It gets a little dead, gets a little boring. You don't get to eat the whole pie. You don't get to have every slice of life, right? Second is the physical aspect. Training hybrid creates the perfect physique. Now, I'm not saying, oh, look at me, I got the perfect physique. But I'm just saying, like, overall, even logically, it creates the perfect physique. Why is that? Because you are introducing cardio, vigorous, high intensity cardio. And you are also introducing vigorous, high intensity weightlifting. When we look at fighters, right? UFC fighters, when we look at people who play just sports, this is what they do. They are hybrid athletes. They do two things at once. They weightlift and they run. Every single athlete does that. Every single athlete does that. But then they just go a step further and they specify themselves for their particular sport, you know, whether it be soccer or basketball or whatever, right? Then they specify their strength and their cardiovascular for their sport. We don't have to do that, right? We don't have to do that. But if we do a little bit of cardio, some high intensity cardio, I'm not just saying walk on the treadmill, I'm saying go for a run. I'm saying running, right? We do a little bit of weightlifting, high intensity weightlifting, of course. Get the point, right? Then we can achieve a physique that combines both, right? What do I say on this channel all the time? Gotta get your 10K steps, gotta get your 10K steps, gotta get 10K steps. F that. Okay, 10K steps, it's like a 5K. I'm asking you to get that throughout the entire day. I ain't gonna lie, it's sometimes hard for me to get that. But when I run, 10K steps, like that's an afterthought. You get 20K, 30K steps. This is more calories that you're burning on top of weightlifting. So you stay lean basically all the time, and you can basically eat a lot more food because you're burning off calories. So it's kind of like, I mean, like your life enjoyment goes up when you're getting two sides of fitness, right? You're getting two sides of fitness, and that's kind of going more to the mental, but hey, it's all over the place. It's good. So when you're getting two sides of fitness and your life quality goes up, point is cardio plus strength equals longevity. So hybrid is naturally what we're supposed to do. That's why people talk about like fitness influencers. They're not really in shape. They're not really like fitness, you know. I'm not gonna call out any names, right? But we always see these guys die. Like they end up dead, you know. Like, oh, this guy just died. He's like 26 and he has a six pack, but he died. Like, how does that happen? One, because of PDE use and other drugs, but also because all they do is lift weights. That's all they do. Like, congratulations, you know? That's how I kind of felt about myself. I was like, congratulations, I lift weights, awesome. But can you run a marathon, right? Can you hit an 8-minute mile for 3 miles. See where there's different sides of life. Like if a lion were to chase you, you'd get 8. You know what I'm saying? It's something about that makes me very uncomfortable. They say being under 200 pounds is victim weight, but at the end of the day, like some things you have to run away from. And for you guys who are, 300 pounds, like, oh, at least I'm not victim weight. Well, you kind of are if there's a lion about to attack you and he just eats you because you can't run away from it. Humans are supposed to be, we're bipedal. We're supposed to be walking, moving for long distances, 20 miles a day, a marathon a day, something like that. This is how we hunt down our food. We actually hunted down our food, not by running after it, by walking after it. Because everybody else was sprinters. We were just like, and we never got tired by doing that. Are we off topic? Yes, we are. Anyways, the next point is good old guy physique. So when we talk about people like David Goggins, right? Cameron Haynes, those guys have good old guy physiques. What does that mean? That means they are lean, but they're also strong. Ever see a guy who like just bodybuild and he doesn't really have a good old guy physique? He's a little busted up here and there, and he's got the arch in his back, or he has a big old belly. And over time, what happened is, although he kept building muscle, he kept gaining fat too. So he kept gaining muscle, but he also kept gaining fat. And that's the thing. What people don't understand is the way you burn fat is not through sweat. A little bit of it is from sweat, a little bit of it is from your piss and your poop, right? But the main way you burn fat is through your breath. So when you're running, right, and you got that's fat. It's actually fat. You're actually burning fat through your breath, through like your carbon dioxide, right? And it kind of makes sense if you're burning fat, it's gonna turn to like a smoke, so carbon dioxide. I don't know, just off the dome, right? A little bit of bro science for you. The point is, as you get older, you're probably gonna put on more body weight. And if you want to keep that body weight off, you gotta do some high intensity cardio. Don't worry about the cortisol. That's BS. I don't know. It's just BS. I always think the cortisol thing is just an excuse not to run. I mean, these guys are just like, oh, my cortisol. It's like, it kind of sounds like you just don't want to run, but I don't know. Right, man, I'll do more research about that. But anyways, mental. And this is the best point, right? This is the best thing about it. It is the mental challenge. How can you build muscle but also improve your cardiovascular system at the same time? And then once you find out like how to do that, that's gonna be the next video, is how to train hybrid. Once you find out how to do that, then you're like, okay, it's kind of a constant battle. That's why I made these two forces going against each other, because it is like two forces going against each other where you have to keep getting stronger, but at the same time, keep your cardio up. Now, we can briefly, you get a little treat since you watched the end of the video, we can briefly go over that, where you have to have seasons of strength training, seasons of bodybuilding, and then seasons of running. Probably you're preparing for a race, a marathon, something like that. That's when you have your season of running, right? For races or events or something like that. But then most of the time, you want to have the muscle type of build while you're running at the same time. We'll get into it into another video, but the point is that it's a constant challenge. So the constant challenge keeps things fresh. Why are we even in the gym, right? Because of the challenge, because of the physique it builds, because of the reward system, the little dopamine spike, right? You can PR every day. If you keep going to the gym and if you keep running, you can PR every single day, and then you constantly get better. That's how you become like damn near perfect. You run an 8-minute mile and you can bench 225. I mean, like, you are top 1% of people. That's it for today, guys. If you want any mentorship where I can actually help you start training hybrid, then the description's in the bio. No, then the link is in the description for a one-on-one mentorship. I'll see you in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe.